So you'll see I've got my new EP8 on. You'll see how it goes. I'm very pleased that it does fit under the helmet. You can see it does just nicely at the back there. Because I did worry when I bought it that it might interfere with the helmet, but it doesn't. So we'll see what it's like. It's supposed to be a longer battery than this one. This is my cam box head cam, and I've had that for quite a few years, and everything that you've seen from the head cam is either this one or the V4. So we'll just see how it compares, hopefully better. We're going out now. It is 7:30 in the morning. This is supposed to be the hottest day that we're going to have in this country. Yesterday was absolutely, well, we just stayed indoors because it's much cooler in the house. Being a stone house, thick stone house, it keeps the heat out. So we stayed in. The horses were in the paddock because we can keep an eye on them then, and they have shade under the trees, and they have no shade under the trees at the field. They do have the field shelters, but we felt that as it's going to be a few days, we'd bring them home even though there's not much grass. So we have been supplementing with hay so that they have enough to eat. We just thought it was safer to have them here. We can keep an eye on them, and they can move about from one place of shade to the next, whereas at the field they'd have to stay in the field shelters or be out in the field grazing. There's no shade there, so we thought best thing to do. Anyway, we're going to go on the Coral Plus ride today, because I want to get at least an hour's in, because the weekend we are doing our first competitive endurance. I want to keep his fitness levels up. We will not be going out riding on the Friday. That is the day before the endurance competition. So we have the Friday off, but we're going to do bits and pieces before then.
As you can see in this picture, Ike decided the very best place to be during this scorching hot weather was right in front of the fan. Now the video that I'm putting on after this is not this ride, because I had the new camera set in the vertical position. For some unknown reason, they've decided that it's great to have the option of your normal viewing, or you can have it in a vertical viewing, like you would if you had your mobile phone on. But of course, that's no good for YouTube. So the ride that's coming now is a very similar ride. It's the same journey that we went on, but 2 days later. Farouk and I are going out on our training run, and I'm going to take his heart rate now and see what it is, and then immediately we come back I'll try and remember to take it, and then I'll take it after about 10 or 15 minutes to see how his heart rate has come down once I've washed him off and let him rest. So anyway, yeah, this is my new Littmann stethoscope. And I'd like to give a huge thank you to Pat, who sent me the money for this. So it's now going to be a PATOSCOPE. So I use my phone to time 15 seconds. Get the right spot first, so I can hear the heartbeat now. Stand Farouk, good boy. I've done this about 4 times so that I get used to it and he gets used to it. So I wait until I hear a good heartbeat before I start. So that was 8 beats in 15 seconds. 8 beats times 4, 32. So that is extremely good. But that is him totally rested overnight. So that's probably his very lowest heartbeat. So if you compare this new camera to the one we've just been viewing through, what a difference. Absolutely brilliant. It is not discreet. This is my other head cam, which you see is quite discreet, but it doesn't last 2 hours. This lasts 2 hours. So with that and this on the day, I'm hoping that I can record the whole 3 and a bit hours that it will take us to do the endurance 31 kilometres, now 31 kilometres, it was 32, but it's now 31 kilometre ride. I will edit it out because otherwise you'll be a bit bored watching 3 and a bit hours. I know you're not going to want that, but it gives me the chance to pick out the best spots, really, the most interesting, where something's happening, not just walking along a plain old road. These are his new stirrups. These are a lightweight stirrup, composite. I needed some new stirrups anyway because I was swapping between 3 horses with one leather and pair of stirrups. Hello. Hello, Bella. Yes, I can hear you getting attention. You're doing Apollo. You've copied him, haven't you? Yes, you have. Nibbling the bar, look. Doesn't know quite how to scrape it like Apollo does, do you? But you're having a go at it. Good boy. I like to let them take the bit rather than trying to force the mouth open with your finger. That's a bit disrespectful, I think, to your horse. Oh, that's my helmet. Now, I'm not going to do anything with his mane. We're going out for a quick ride. It's 20 to 8. I want to get out before... well, I don't expect it to get very hot today, not like it has been, but I want to get out now. Well, it is definitely cooler, and Renz is going to have a lesson with Auntie Anne. So I need to be back and all ready to help him and take him down to the indoor school for his lesson at 12. So we don't want to be rushing, do we? We want to just go steady, don't we? We want plenty of cantering and hoping for a couple of hours ride. I'm going to go Coral Plus Plus ride today. Do the other side up, yes. I like to do it in stages, the girth, even though he's obviously well used to it, not like Bella. I still do Bella like that, but I always do all my horses the same. Always one side then the other. Because I think because they do tend to blow out if you try and force it straight away. And I don't want them to get into that habit because then it's really difficult to do your girth up. Good boy. Making sure that the number's up. I've got his old number on, you notice, because that's what I'm going to use on Saturday. I shall wash this after today because it fits the saddle shape. His new one comes out here, which will make him even hotter. So I think this is probably the better number for the endurance because it's a longer ride. Good boy, stand. Good boy. Good boy for standing. Yeah, they feel all right. Those stirrups don't feel any... I think they feel much different to my... Well, they don't feel any different to my other ones. Good boy for standing. Walk on them. We've got the Rydale show on next Tuesday. It's quite a big event for our area. It's just across the road from us. We won't be competing at all, but I may just take Bella for the experience. I may just walk her across the road in hand. It gets her used to some event sounds long before she's going to go to any event. And it's so handy because it's just across the road, and I'm sure they'll not mind us just going over with Bella. I did with Apollo, if you may remember, some years ago now, and there was no problem. I rode him, of course. Big thing that I don't like about this camera is that it has a vertical position as well as your horizontal, and you can't tell what mode you're in unless you're pressing the buttons. So this is what the vertical looks like. It's no good for YouTube. And it's so difficult to know whether you're in the vertical or you're normal. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. We love reading the comments, we love emojis, and we'd love a thumbs up. If you would like to catch up on some of our older videos, just click on the Apollo icon, which will take you to our home page. We have over 1,700 videos to choose from, and you can sort by the most popular,
the oldest or the newest. Thanks for watching TTFN.